Hi my angels and welcome back to my channel. Today is another episode of Hack or Hyped, and today I'm going to be testing out the foundation viral hack video that I've been seeing all over TikTok and Instagram. I've seen a couple of people film like their own version of it and trying it out themselves, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. If you haven't watched any of my recent videos, then you'll know that I've been loving very light coverage foundation at the moment, so this is going to be very interesting. I'm going to leave the details of the girl, I think her name is Meredith, who started these kind of TikTok-y reels videos, and she does incredible makeup and it looks amazing on her, so I have high hopes for this, and I'm just going to get straight into the video. All of the products that I'll use in this video will be in the description box, but now I'm going to jump straight into it. So the first thing she does is she primes. I feel like I've seen with like a jelly primer, and I've got this one here from NYX, which is called the Bear With Me primer. So I'm just going to try and grab a bit of this and like put it onto my face. Feel like I can feel this primer on me, and I don't know how my foundation is going to sit on top of it, but hopefully it will be okay. But now that the primer is all on my face, it's time to do the first layer of foundation, because we're going to go in with a cream foundation first and then like dropping more foundation onto my face, which I'm really not looking forward to. Like today I knew I was filming this video, and this whole week I've been dreading it because I'm like, just wonder what my skin's gonna look like, and that's purely because I've been loving lightweight foundation. But yeah, I've tried to hunt down some of the most full coverage foundations that I have, one being the Huda Beauty, I think this is their like new luminous matte foundation, which is very full coverage, and then I'm actually going to mix it in with some of the Fenty Beauty soft matte longwear foundation, and I just really hope that this colour matches me as well, because I have not seen sun for like 4 months now, and I'm looking very pale, so hopefully these will look okay, and hopefully this will disguise my neck if it is a very different colour. But these two are the foundations that I'm going to go in with, and what she actually does is she takes a whole bunch of it and then mixes it with the back of a brush and like puts it all over her face. So that's what I'm going to do. Wish me luck. I think I'm going to get 2 pumps of each of the foundation onto the back of my hand and start mixing away, and then get it straight onto my face. This is a lot of foundation, a lot of foundation, but now I'm just going to start smearing it onto my face. I have it all on my face now, and then she just goes in with her hands and starts to, oh my god. And then she does this thing that I never do, and she puts it on her eyelids and also on her lips. Oh my god. I literally feel like, how am I going to get it into my hairline? Okay, I think I'm just have to like push it up. I recently did that Maybelline tattoo brow thing, and that's completely just wasted right now, but it's okay. Okay. I don't think I've ever put on this much foundation in my entire life. I've not even blended that into my skin properly. Let me show you guys. I'm filming this in natural daylight so you can see what it's looking like on my skin. It doesn't look as bad as I thought it would, but it is, yeah, it's very interesting. Okay, so now she goes in with like a droppy foundation, and I've got the NYX Total Control cover. So I'm gonna get this onto my face as well. And then with a beauty blender, just gonna blend away. It literally looks like I'm wearing a mask on my face. I'm just making sure it's blended like everywhere, because there's a lot of foundation, so I'm like pressing it into like the sides of my nose and stuff. It's covering every little bit. Also, the Huda foundation is like practically waterproof, so I'm literally gonna have to jump in the shower when I want to take this off, because oh my god.
2 hours later.
I've been blending for quite a few minutes, and this guy's probably soaking up any kind of excess, but it still feels like I've got, I mean, I suppose it doesn't feel as bad as I've got stuff on my face, but because I feel like I've gotten used to it. But let me show you a close-up. My skin looks pretty flawless, pretty airbrushed, surprisingly. Next up, we have concealer. I don't think she puts concealer on, but I quite like a brighter under eye. So I'm going to take a mixture of the Naked Skin Concealer and the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer and get that onto the usual areas that I like to brighten and highlight my face. Don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but here we are. Now I'm just going to blend all of those areas away with my damp beauty blender. Highlighting done. Now I'm going to set, and I'm going to use my Laura Mercier setting powder. I'm going to set with a brush. I think she uses a brush as well. I'm just going to set everywhere to be on the safe side. My skin feels really tight. I've watched a couple of other people's videos of this and they said that it looked really, really nice. But I'm feeling very tight and claustrophobic right now. Okay, I literally look terrifying. Let me show you. This is what my skin is looking like. I mean, it doesn't look as bad, but because I'm so used to wearing such light coverage foundation at the moment, this is not a good combo for me. It might picture really nicely. It'll be interesting to see. I'll take some pictures actually. It will be interesting to see if this photographs really nicely, because the girl who does this kind of makeup, like her skin always looks so flawless. I don't know whether she like face tunes it or not, but yeah, her skin looks amazing and her makeup always looks really good. So it's bronzer time. So I've got my Marc Jacobs bronzer. Surprisingly, everything is blending really nicely on top. I do feel like I'm having to use quite a bit of product just to make it really show up on the skin. I mean, from here, my skin looks pretty flawless. Oh my. Maybe my skin just can't handle a lot of product anymore, but this is looking... I mean, I don't want to eat my words at the end of this. The more steps I'm doing, the better it's looking. Like my skin, especially on like my cheeks area, not so much on my forehead, but definitely my cheeks looks like it's been airbrushed. Blush next. I'm gonna use some NARS Orgasm. Yeah, I feel like I'm having to really dig in there to get the product to show. Time for highlighter. I'm taking my Champagne Pop and getting this onto the high points. I mean, this has no issue picking up, but well, that's a little bit too intense. I feel like I'm just going heavy-handed with everything at this rate. But this part of my skin doesn't look that bad. My forehead, on the other hand, let me show you. My forehead looks a little bit too much. I feel like I need to put some eyeshadow on because it's just not going to look right if I don't. So I'm going to do a really, really easy eye. And I'm going to take my Stila Shimmer and Glow liquid eyeshadow in the shade La Douce and get that onto my eyelids and then run some of the bronzer through the crease. And this is just going to be a very, very quick golden greeny eye. I feel like this is as good as I'm going to get with the eyeshadow. I've noticed when I have like loads of product on my eyes, they tend to look really like wrinkly. Especially this one looks like really dry and like wrinkly. I don't know, it's really hard to describe, but it just looks very, very, very dry and not so great. Almost done with the eyes. I'm going to do my brows next. I'm using the Bobbi Brown Perfectly Defined Long Wear Brow Pencil to fill them in. Okay, because my brows have so much foundation in them, my brow hairs are sticking to my skin as I'm trying to fill them in. So they're probably going to look an interesting colour, and I'm just going to have to make the best out of this because I don't think this is going to look great. I've just noticed, look at my hairline. Like you can actually see where the foundation ends. This is the best I'm going to get with my brows. I literally feel like there is so much like foundation stuck in my brow hairs that I just don't think it's going to look any better than this. So we're just going to keep it as that. And then now I'm going to quickly do some mascara and get my lashes on before moving on to lips. Now that I have my lashes on, I feel like it's looking a little bit more like evened out. The one thing that I've been avoiding this whole video is talking about my foundation lips. I hate putting foundation on my lips. I just don't see the point of it. I just feel really gross. It reminds me of being at school when like everyone would put foundation on their lips and I just really didn't get it. Even though I tried it, I just didn't get it. But I'm gonna rectify this right now and get a lipstick on. I'm gonna be using the Live Tinted Hue Stick in the shade True and hopefully cover up all this foundation that's on my lips. It's taking me so long to cover the foundation up. Oh my god. I literally feel like I have so much lipstick on to cover the foundation lips. But this is the final look. I know my eyebrows look a little bit ashy, I want to say. They're not like how I usually do my eyebrows. But this is the overall makeup look. Now that I've got my full face on, I don't actually think it looks that bad on camera. In real life, up close, I want to say like this kind of area on my cheek actually looks quite nice. I don't really know how long this is going to last and whether or not this is going to settle into my fine lines. I kind of feel like it will throughout the day. just because of the sheer level of foundation I've got going on. And the only bit that I don't like is this section right here. I feel like it just looks, let me show you. I feel like this whole section just looks not very nice. Like, you can see just how much foundation I've got, and you can see how I wasn't able to fill my eyebrows in properly. But then the cheek area of my face doesn't look that bad. I mean, color wise it's not too far off, but it isn't like a shade that I can get away with wearing so much foundation of. But with the eyes and everything together, I think that this would be really nice makeup for Instagram. I don't think this is makeup for me personally for like a day-to-day wear, but hats off to anyone who's out there who like loves full coverage. I used to be that person until like I think the last year really changed my relationship with makeup. But yeah, those are my thoughts on this foundation. I do have some setting powder here, but I kind of feel like I'm just gonna go into the shower and take this all off because I feel like I've got something on my face this whole entire time. So, to answer the big burning question, is this a hack or is this hyped? Personally for me, I think this is hyped. I can get full coverage, like beautiful, flawless looking skin without having to wear so much foundation. But it was really fun to try. I feel like I haven't worn this kind of a full coverage full face for a very long time, especially in the last year. So yeah, I'm so glad I tried it out, and think this is the end of this video. All the products that I have used will be listed below. Please let me know what next hack or hyped video you guys would like me to do. And yeah, if I've forgotten anything, it'll also be down there. But I think that's everything from me for now, and hopefully I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye!